Hello dear students, welcome back to my class. In our previous class, we have discussed about the theory part of a cash flow statement, and today in this class we will solve one problem on cash flow statement. See the problem. Dear students, a problem well defined is problem half solved. So, before solving the problem, you have to study the problem in detail, which will help you to solve the problem easily. See the problem. Comparative and summarized balance sheet of Arun Limited is as follows. ಅರುಣ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಅವರ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಟಿವ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಟಿವ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 2 years balance sheet they have provided. See the liability side, capital and liabilities. First they have given 2012, then the year 2011. See here for comparing you have to take 2011 first, then 2012. See bills payable for the year 2011 is 1,28,000 and for the year 2012 is 1,52,000. It means that bills payable has been increased from 2011 to 2012. Then next one is a P&L appropriation account, that is a profit and loss balance. In the year 2011 it is 58,000 and in 2012 it is 70,000. That means there is also increase in profit and loss appropriation. Then next one is a share capital. In the year 2011 it is 3,60,000 and in the year 2012 it is 3,80,000. It means that in the year 2012 there is an increase in the share capital to the extent of rupees 20,000. That is, there is a fresh issue of share capital in the year 2012. Then next one is a asset side. See the cash balance. Cash balance from the year 2011 to 2012 it is decreased from 1,23,000 to 80,000. That is a 40,000 decrease in the cash from the year 2011 to 2012. The next one is a debtors. Debtors, there is an increase in the debtors, that is 3,10,000 to 3,80,000. That is, there is a increase to the extent of 70,000. Then land and building. In the year 2011 the land was for rupees 1 lakh and the value of the land in the year 2012 is increased to the extent of 24,000. There is a purchase of land in the year 2012. Then next one is a patents. In the year 2011 it is 16,000 and in the year 2012 it is 18,000. It means that there is a purchase of land in the year 2012 to the extent 2,000 and the total of the balance sheet is 6,02,000 and 5,48,000 for both sides. The question is you have to prepare cash flow statement. Dear students, let us see how to solve the problem as per indirect method, because indirect method is more appropriate than direct method. So I am taking here indirect method of preparation of cash flow statement. Cash flow statement as per accounting standard 3 revised. To prepare cash flow statement you have to prepare 3 columns. First one is for a particular, second one is for adjustment and third one is for a amount. And the overall activities of a business organizations must be classified into 3 categories. As you know, first one is a cash flow from operating activities, next one is a cash flow from investing activities, and last one is a cash flow from financing activities. So let us take the first one, that is a cash flow from operating activities. We have to start this one by taking the net increase in a profit and loss account. That is there is an increase in the profit from 58,000 to 78,000. That is to the extent of 12,000. There is a increase in the profit that we have to take. The next one is we have to make adjustment for non-cash items and non-operating expenses. Here we have to add the increase in current liabilities, that is increase in bills payable. The bills payable has increased from 1,50,000 1,28,000 ಇದ್ದು 1,52,000 ಆಗಿದೆ. So there is a increase in the bills payable to the extent of 24,000. Next, in that by combining both, the amount will comes to for 36,000. In that we have to decrease the debtors, that is we have to deduct the increase in current assets. So for the first year the debtors amount is 3,10,000 and for second year it is 3,80,000. So there is a decrease in the current assets to the extent of 70,000. So that 70,000 is we have to take it with a negative symbol. So the net cash used in operating activity will comes to rupees minus 34,000. Then next we have to take cash flow from investing activities. That is, as I have told you, there is a purchase of building for rupees 24,000, and as the company purchases the building or any fixed asset, cash will goes out of the business organization, so that amount must be with a negative symbol. The next one is a purchase of patents, that is also there is a outflow of cash, so we have to take it with a negative sign, that is for rupees 2,000. So net cash used in investing activity is rupees minus 26,000. That is only the from investing activities there is a cash outflow from the business organization, and if there was a inflow of cash from investing activities, that will come with a positive sign. But in this problem only outflow of cash is there, so it amounts to rupees 26,000. Then third one is a cash flow from financing activities. By financing activities there is a inflow of cash, that is the issue of share capital to the extent of rupees 20,000. So we have mentioned this with a positive sign. Then net cash flows from financing activity is rupees 20,000. Then net, by taking all the three activities, there is a net decrease in cash and cash equivalent to the extent of rupees minus 40,000. That is minus 34,000 minus 26,000. That is minus 60,000 plus 20,000 means minus 40,000. Then next one is the cash and cash equivalent. At the beginning of the year was rupees 1,20,000, and cash and cash equivalent at the end of the year is 80,000. That is 1,20,000 minus this 40,000, that is 80,000. Dear students, for more problems you may refer the books Management Accounting by S.P. Gupta and K.L. Gupta, Cost and Management Accounting by Ravi M. Kishore, Taxman Publication, Dr. G.B. Baligar, Principles of Management Accounting, Ashok Prakashan Hooghly, M.O.A. Khan and P.K. Jain, Management Accounting, Tata M.C. Grahil Publications, New Delhi, I.M. Pandey, Management Accounting, Vikas Publishing House, Private Limited, New Delhi. Thank you for watching the video.